Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'm telling one place where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, WMVA 88.9 studio, all you have to do is go to Everette's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you'd like to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM. Click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Missy. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WMVA 88.9 FM, WPCE 1400 AM. Good morning to you.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. We're actually on 2 YouTube channels with the We're on Crystal Records 1, and then we're on FYI Radio Show, host Yolanda Hinton. We have to welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, all y'all. Thank you for joining us. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Is that a total of 9 platforms that we're on?
It's soon to be 10 as soon as we can pull somebody else we know in the loop. But yes, we are definitely on all those platforms. We're on the World Wide Web, and we're live radio.
That's right on WPCE 1400, WMVA 88.9, Peace 95.3, and WPCE 1400 AM.
Is it a beautiful day or what here in the Hampton Roads area?
It's a beautiful day. The temperature right now is about 54 degrees. Weatherman says it's going to get into the 70s. Oh, spring is not in the air yet, y'all. You have about how many more days? About 6 more days?
6 more days. Yeah. Absolutely. So we are excited about that. But anyway, we are here. And Miss D.
Yeah.
What day is it today?
Today is hump day.
It's hump day. You all should be up and popping. It's the middle of the week.
That's right. It's hump day.
And I don't know about your city, but again, it is absolutely beautiful. We're expecting weather in the 70s this week. So we're very excited about that. We're closer and closer to the spring. And, it's going to be up and down for a minute, but I'm telling you, we are ready for the warm.
Ready like Freddy.
All right, so this is our Wednesday segment. What's under the hat? Issues concerning you men.
That's right.
We have a special segment, and we're going to talk about what is chivalry.
Chivalry.
What is chivalry?
Well, chivalry is polite, kind, unselfish behavior, especially by men towards women. In the Middle Ages, chivalry was set of rules and ways of behaving which knights were expected to follow.
Wow.
So when we begin to look at chivalry in this day and time, we find that there are 900 ways as pronouns and nouns that chivalry can come into play.
Well, first of all, the question is chivalry dead? You know, a lot of people ask that. You know, are men still polite toward women? Is this a thing of the past? You talked about back in the times of the night. You know, they used to have this thing where if a woman was walking past a puddle of mud, he would throw down his cape.
Yeah.
And she could walk over it. Are we doing names and
You
with
can
a man though? Mr. E, would you throw your cape down for your woman and let her walk across the mud on your cape?
Well, here's what chivalry says. Chivalry says the main chivalric virtue were pity, honor, valor, courteous, charity, and loyalty. This is the definition of charity. Do you have pity on somebody? Honor, valor, courteous, charity, and loyal.
Wow, do you have all that?
And they said loyalty was due to the spiritual master. God had to earlier master the king's overlords and to be masters of the heart he's sworn to love.
So men, since we're talking about issues concerning men, is chivalry dead? We're going to actually open the phone lines a little bit later, but we're going to discuss this. Mr. E, would you throw your coat down and let your woman walk over so she wouldn't get muddy stilettos?
You know, Miss Hinton, I'll see, first of all, I think, I wouldn't throw my coat down over.
I mean, if she can't go any way but through that mud.
If she can't, I'll do it.
Okay. Why would you hesitate?
It's not the point of hesitating, because, in this day and time, chivalry is dead.
Oh my goodness, Mr. E, tell me why.
Chivalry, when you look at it this day and time about chivalry in modern times is about defending society, most valuable, and fighting for a good cause.
Okay.
And for in those times, right now.
What about right now?
Right now, forget acting like a knight in shining armor, because those days women need rescue long gone. Tradition, women who need rescue are long gone now.
Okay, now you got to slow up, because I thought I heard you say those days are long gone.
That's
where a woman needs to be defended and rescued.
Back in the day.
We're talking about this day.
Traditions act at chivalry may even have been offensive, or today it may be offensive or patronizing.
So you're telling me in this day and time, a woman does not need a man to open the door for her. A woman does not need a man to pay for the check. A woman does not need a man to defend her if somebody's trying to harm her. A woman today don't need a man to show her kindness and honor.
Some women,
where you get that from?
Some women love it, and some women don't.
What you mean love?
Some people love that when a man is being patronizing or really reaching out to show that there are gentlemen still around.
Okay, I thought you said it was dead.
And some of them don't care about it. Some of them it's saying I can do it myself. It's my thing. I've learned how to handle my own business.
This is International Women's Month, and we're going to be talking about women and some of the things that they've done and accomplished, and we're just going to honor all women. But Mr. E, I hope you're not telling me that men don't feel the need to have chivalry, to show courtesy and politeness. You tell me men have gone to the point where they just no longer want to do things for a woman?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that men are still being men. They're still being showing chivalry, being gentlemen out there. But what I'm simply saying is it being appreciative.
Okay, I don't know. We're gonna open the phone lines in just a few minutes. I feel like chivalry is not dead. I feel like that there are men that still feel the need to, do something
That's
special for
right.
a woman, show kindness. Let me tell you about a young man, and I didn't know him. He was fairly young. Uh, and I was in the line in Food Lion. I was getting gift cards for the our FYI time of giving. I had all these gift cards in my hands to pay for it, and a man turned around and said, I got you. I'm going to pay for every one of those gift cards. A stranger. This just happened last year, Mr. E. Chivalry is not dead. And did I appreciate it? I'm telling you, I was like, Mister, really, this is our time of giving for our radio show. What a blessing for somebody just to turn around and say, you know what? I'm going to bless you. I'm going to be kind to you. And I've had that with other people. You could be in a line of getting something to eat, and you get to the window, and somebody said, that person right there, that young man right there, just paid for your food. It's just, I mean, chivalry is not dead, and women do it too. They show that kindness. I've had that kindness extended by women in a restaurant or something like that. But people, if you look around, Mr. E, I don't think that people have stopped being kind, polite, giving. But you make a good point, and that's the point I want to discuss. Mr. E says, is it received?
That's right. That's right.
Men are here and they're out here ready to,
To
do
help
the
you.
right
That's
thing.
right. That's right.
But with women that are so independent in this day and time, is it received? Are we still accepting that from a man?
Let's go back over it, what you started earlier when you talk about chivalry. So many people feel like when a person does something nice for them, they look at the motive behind it.
Yes.
Is you trying to put the make on me? Are you trying to get fresh with me? Or what is your motive? Because so many folks, so many women had to endure a motive when somebody was trying to be impressive but didn't really mean to do that. Didn't mean to open up the door, just trying to get a telephone number and just trying to talk to you. So what they do, they do the chivalry thing. My roses are red and violets are blue. Can I open the door for you? And they open the door for them and show them great courtesy. But there are so many folks that has tried to put a rap game, what we call back in the day, but yet and still so many folks did not appreciate this. Did not appreciate somebody to open up the car door. Don't appreciate a man holding your coat to help you put your coat on. Do not appreciate somebody giving them the honors of paying for your food or paying because so many people done been hurt in this day and time and taken the wrong way. I want to give the telephone number out just in case callers want to jump in. And the telephone number to dial is 757-624-9475. That's the telephone number to dial. The lines are available. Do you think that chivalry is still here? Or do you think that chivalry is gone? Are folks into themselves? Are so many folks don't like for folks to open up the door for them?
Really? Who did you get that from, Mr. E?
Is that the question? That's the question. Is they taking it the wrong way? 757-624-9475. I did some research, Miss Hinton, and what it was what is the code of chivalry today?
Okay.
They said chivalry in modern times is about defending society,
Mm.
most valuable, and fighting for a good cause.
Okay.
Now, then it went on and says, forget acting like a knight in shiny armor, because those days of women needing rescue are long gone. Let's go to the phone line.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful.
Finding you.
Great subject today because I was just talking about chivalry and
Yeah.
how that it is dead. However, it was an old song back in the day, "Treat Her Like a Lady."
Yeah.
Yes.
I still believe in opening doors, putting on coats, pulling out chairs. Uh, It
Yes.
was once this guy that I dated, and they have to be trained all over again like a pet. Every time when I got out the car, he would get out. When he got out the car, I would stay in the car, and he's like, What are you waiting for?" "I'm waiting for you to open the door."
Wow.
The same thing when we got to the restaurant. I just stood there. "What are you waiting for?" "I'm waiting for you to open the door." But you got to teach them. If they don't know, you have to teach them.
Wow.
Thank
See,
you
I
for-
like that part. She said you have to teach
Yeah, you
him.
have to teach them however you want to be treated. If a person does not have those characteristics and they're willing to please you, it can be easily done.
Got a question for you before we let you go. Is it automatically for men to bring chivalry around, or have folks done got hurt so much when they open up the door trying to be a gentleman and putting their coat down so they won't step in the puddle of water or open up the car door? Has it gone out the back door, or is it do you have to is it still active today?
Chivalry, I believe it is still active because when I made that comment, one of the older women, she said it's still out here. So, it depends on what type of gentleman or young man that you meet. A lot of these men didn't have role models, they have fathers in their lives, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to be fair about it and say that they just don't know any better.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you so much. Now, I like what she's saying. I feel as though chivalry, well, in my opinion, chivalry is not dead, but it has transformed. Now, the expectation of women, if you don't know something, you don't know something. Some women may be in this generation that have not been used to
Yeah.
men open the door as far as to the car door. Wait till he comes around for the car door, or taking her books. You remember
Yeah.
back in the
Yeah.
day, they on TV, they say, the boy would go and take the girl's book and take it. He walked. He wouldn't let her handle the books. He would handle all her books and things like that. And so, to me, a generation may not know those things, but in some kind of way, I believe that they still see some of the kind things that a man can do for a woman. Now, a woman is more independent in this day and time too, Mr. E.
That's right.
And she may not have the need to have the door open, or the need for him to carry the books, or the need for him to pay the bill, but that's all right. But as far as women, in your perspective, as being bitter and hurt and stuff like that, I'm not quite sure. That's the reason for her not wanting a man to do what he needs to do.
Sometimes the telephone number is 757-624-9475. When I said that, because so many women has a tendency of saying they are not used to somebody open up the door. Just like, for example, men are walking on the inside when they're walking down the street instead of on the outside to be the protector, to keep a car from running into a lady. They are walking on the inside. Let her fend for herself. Now, chivalry, that's chivalry too. That's somebody who's really taking the time out to make sure he show her all the right moves and be honest about walking beside her.
But let me ask you a question, Mr. E. That starts off really good.
Yeah.
Usually in the beginning of a relationship, everybody puts their best foot forward.
Right.
So what happens after he stops opening doors and stop, bringing the flowers and stop throwing the coat down on the mud? stopped carrying the books, all of a sudden, what she's used to, she's like, well, what happened? Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Tell us your opinion. Yes, yes, sir.
Tell us what your opinion is. About chivalry.
Ma'am.
Is chivalry dead? You think men are still being polite, opening doors and carrying books and throwing the coats down on the mud?
Yes, I done so woman, she laid me out.
Are you serious?
She laid me out.
Tell us what happened.
I'm just trying to be friendly to him. I help people.
Mm-hmm.
I help people, you know what I'm saying? And then one man, he asked me for $2. And I had $22 in my name. And I gave it to him. He thanked me so much, he came back, so I'm crying. So I said, give me that $2 back. I gave him $20 to give.
Yeah.
That's it. He didn't know his next dollar coming from. I know where mine coming from. But you can't help people out there because you don't know what to do.
Wow.
What? They laid me out.
Amazing. I am so amazed at that reaction.
Why do you think that she laid? Why you think that she laid you out?
Probably because I was like a man kid early on the way thought probably thought I was trying to get friends.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Good. So, Mr. E,
I enjoy y'all. I listen to y'all every morning. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much, sir. So that goes in line with Mr. E is talking about. He's saying a woman's reaction now is based on something, either some bitterness, some mad, you're mad at somebody, or you feel as though a man has maybe not have the right to approach you at any time or, with anything, But this is the thing. You're going to push aside people that are being kind. He said he's just a kind-hearted person.
Right.
And so for that reason, you miss your blessing by, not
That's
being,
right.
receptive.
757-624-9475. That's the telephone number to dial. If you want to chime in, is chivalry gone, or if folks being overprotected in the sense, are folks overprotected about their space, or have they been taught, about gentlemen, men who wants to be, or is somebody saying in the background, watch them guys. You watch that man that trying to be nice and open up the door because his motive could be wrong. 757-624-9475. Brethren, is chivalry dead? Is chivalry gone by the way of Sandusky? Give us a call and let us know.
But I want to get back to the point about women and how they receive chivalry. The walls may be up.
Yeah.
But they. Or they may not have the need for that. They may not want to be approached. Like I said, they may not want their door open except by, from somebody that they know and love. But to me, I love the fact that somebody would take the time to open my door, or somebody would take the time to, go the extra mile. Just like
give
I said,
compliment.
Give a compliment and stuff like that. I believe that that women should be receptive to kindness. Good morning.
Good morning. I called earlier, but I want to give somebody else a chance, but I want to chime in to say.
Yes.
I actually heard a gentleman say that we're liberated now. So they don't have to do those things, but you're a queen. And if you know your worth, you're going to value those things. You're going to like being treated good.
Oh, I love that.
Us women need to know our worth. And you do be the gentleman that does that. Wow, that would feel good, because when I see couples walking and they're still holding hands, I smile, because I think it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
What about when a man pulls a woman, a seat out for a woman? And I love that in restaurants. Just things that we used to see. We see them, but we may not see them as much. But those things mean a lot when you take the time to show, chivalry to a woman. I think it's beautiful. We should have enough. We should have more of it. I mean, I think we should see it more.
I'll go back to allowing chivalry to. Thank you so much to take its place.
I want to say good morning to Treasure. Anybody else on your feed, Mr. E, that And I also want to welcome our new platform, FY After Dark, with host Yolanda Hinton and Edward Everett. You all make sure if you're not on Crystal Records One, you're on that FYI channel. We're going to be doing live shows and things like that there. And we're going to be highlighting you and having great conversations. So we want to welcome our second YouTube channel. But Mr. E, tell me what you think. How do you feel really?
You know, Ms. Hinton, the telephone number to dial is 757-624-9475. Gentlemen, chime in. Is chivalry dead? You know, Ms. Hinton, it's good to open up a door. It's good to be a gentleman. It's good to walk on the outside, to be a protector from the car. Let you get hit first and save her. You know, it's good to be to carry books. It's good to show the gentleman, the kind side in you, because when you look at and define chivalry, you find that there are honor, there are different definition. There are honor, there are courteous, there are loyalty behind being chivalrous. It's showing you that, hey, there are still some of us out here that don't mind, showing the gentleman side, to to show the gentleman the loyal side, and to welcome you, Queen.
I want to ask you a question.
624-9475. The lines are available. You can call in now.
So Mr. E, rewind. Think about back in the day when a guy would write a note. He liked the young lady, and he would write a note. Can I have a chance?
Yeah.
Right? That was it. Can I have a chance? Check the box. No.
Yes or no?
Okay, but my question to you is, what do you think about this generation when women are approaching men, when women are being the aggressor, when women are the hunters? What do you think about that?
You know, Ms. Hinton, when a woman is hunting for a man, if you are spiritual, let's look at it in the spiritual. The Bible says, he that findeth, it didn't say she that findeth. But he that findeth. So if a woman is out there, you can set the table for the trap. You can catch them. All you got to do is show yourself available, so that those who are trying to catch you will know that that you're available.
But Mr. E, if it's the other way around, when a woman, like the caller said, the woman was offended. Are men offended when women approach them?
Right.
When women are aggressive, when women say, I want you, when women, they take the initiative to start a relationship. Is that different? That's what's different in this generation, but is it received?
Sometimes men will receive it and then sometimes men won't. It's only the way that it's done. Everything that we do has to be done in decent and in order, and it has to be done a certain way, where there is agreement upon it. So, just like for the young man said, he tried to open up the door, and he tried to help the woman, and the woman going to a karate stand. She ready to chop him up. Because maybe sometimes daddy or somebody done got hurt in their family. And they said every time somebody approach you, you got to be careful how these folks approach you, because you don't know their motive.
That is true, but hopefully chivalry is still up and popping. Do we have any chivalry tips, or, I want to mention something, and I know we don't have a lot of time, but let's think about the case of Donald Trump and the other defendants in the Fonnie Willis case. Now, listen to this. Fonnie Willis was on the stand. She spoke about her relationship, but she also had her father to come and talk about the relationship and what he knew about it. He talked about how he taught her.
That's right.
About what your expectations are. And he was telling her, I want you to make sure you have your own money.
That's right.
I want you to make sure you have your own mind, identity. And Miss Fonnie Willis is saying, listen, when I'm in a relationship, you're not going to do everything for me. I'm not going to allow you to take away my independence.
Yeah.
The things that my father taught me.
Yeah.
So ladies, did your father teach you about chivalry? She has taken a strong stance about chivalry. She's like, listen, it has its place, but not here. Not too much. I'll take some of it. You're going to be kind and good, but I tell you what, I'm going to have a certain amount of money in my pocket. I'm going to make sure I can make a call. I'm going to make sure I have my own job. I'm going to make sure I have everything that I need. I'm not depending on you for not too many things.
And you know, Miss Hinton, and that's what's going on. A lot of folks are independent. They've been taught independent. Here's some tips that we can look at. Chivalry tips for men. Open the door for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
This is a classic act of chivalry that is still appreciated by many women.
Yes.
Pull out the chair for a woman. Walk on the outside of the sidewalk. Give up your seat to a woman. Pay for the date.
Yeah.
Introduce her to people. Help her with her coat. Walk her to her door. Yeah.
That is
Them some tips.
amazing. I think chivalry is not dead. And if it's dead in your life, go ahead and get things negotiated the way you like it. You may want to be independent, or you may want somebody to put that coat around your shoulders. But whatever, we're going to talk
That's
about
romantic.
it a little
You
bit
know,
more.
that's romantic.
Sweet.
Yeah,
that is
that is-
definitely sweet.
That is so sweet. And just like the lady say, when she saw people holding hands, look like they're making all kinds of plans.
Absolutely.
That's what the song said back in the day.
You all come over here for a little while. We're going to talk a little bit more about chivalry and give you some information about our upcoming shows. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day.
Where I am now.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10. And for more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861 or email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. If you'd like to be a special guest sponsor or intern, give us a call 757-714-7861 or email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Or you can inbox us at whatever Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, or at FYI Facebook page. Have a wonderful, wonderful all day.
Wow. You know, it says again in here, chivalry is polite, kind, and unselfish.
Yeah.
Unselfish behavior. That means you are from the heart taking your time to do something kind for somebody you know, love, or just out of respect for people that you come across. Opening the door for someone, or, you know, giving a compliment, or, you know, just being positive.
Yeah.
You know, in an environment, you know, that you're with other people and you're being positive. You're just making sure that things are just in a more positive and kind adventure.
You know, when you start looking at chivalry, look at this. The British English definition for chivalry is a combination of quality expected of an idea like courage, honor,
yes,
justice, and readiness to help the weak.
Wow.
Courteous behavior towards women. You know, when you do that, that's the British. It's making the atmosphere or a situation around you to let you know I'm still just like a man. When you go into your house, instead of the woman open up the door of your house or the key, take your key, stick in the door and push the door open and let her go in second, or you can let her go in first. You know, if she goes in first, you know, you got to make sure that you're not too far behind her, for just in case if it's an intruder there, you can help her.
I want to say good morning to Miss Sheila Robbins, my beautiful friend. I want to say good morning to Roberta Carter. How you been? So glad you have joined us. Treasure is on. Young lady, how are you? You all make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Now we have 2 channels you can subscribe to on YouTube, and that's Cristo Records 1, CRISTO Records 1, and FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. You can go on that platform and see Mr. E and I up there. We're going to be doing live things. We're going to come on and just do some fun things with our audience, maybe on location. It's going to be a different type of channel there, and we are ready for that. And we welcome our new YouTube channel.
That's right.
So, Mr. E, you know, chivalry. Just as you were talking, I thought about older people, elderly people, how, sometimes they are overlooked and looked down upon. But, to help somebody, if they drop something, help pick it up,
Yeah,
or, don't treat them like they're second class
that's right.
citizens, or if they're going across the street or something like that. There was this little thing on Instagram where a person, it was a man, took the time to help a woman go across the street. He was actually late for his job and a meeting to take the time to help a elderly woman cross the street. That's chivalry.
That's right.
That's just having that unselfish concern for someone else.
And then, this is why a lot of men, and I just thought about this because when you said something about Instagram, I saw this on social media page that there was a lady walking down the street, single lady, and there was a man walking with his mate. Do he stop to help and she dropped her package. He stopped walking with his girl and he helped her pick up her package. Now she got upset with him because he was gentleman enough to help another lady with the package. So the next time he saw, he sees somebody, a lady, and she dropped her package, do he stop and help her, or because he don't want his mate to get upset with him, or what does he do? If he's brought up to be courteous, if he's brought up to have that chivalry moment, and now he's saying, I'm with my girl. Now I got to turn a bad ear to this person who needs my help. See, loyalty is one thing. Doing it from the heart is one thing. A lot of people don't remember that. They don't see that this is from the heart. I was raised the right way. I was taught to be a gentleman. I was taught to open up the door. I was taught to walk on the outside to be the protector. Men are supposed to be the bodyguard, supposed to be the protector. How can you protect a woman if you're walking on the inside or you walking behind her? You have to be on the outside of a woman, and she should only has to take her pocketbook. I believe, Miss Hinton, that chivalry is still here. Still here. There are some gentlemen. There are some folks who are loyal. There are some folks you ain't got to be pity about it. You just want to willingly help somebody. Helping people is what we're supposed to be doing. But what causes us to not to help folk is when so many folks do not appreciate.
And that is the truth. You got somebody, man, don't do that, or what you doing that, but you doing too much, or you got somebody that's influencing you, or a woman that has a bad attitude toward, her fellow that is helping somebody else. That can really, really cause things to become out of whack. And
that's right.
That can break down chivalry when you have somebody that's so negative toward you being a kind-hearted person. I want to say good morning to Big Brown 2020 on Instagram, and WSVan1_ has joined us as well. Thank you so much for joining us and be a part of FYI and supporting us here with our radio show. And so, so we've been talking about chivalry. Thank you all callers that called in. It's really wonderful for you all to participate and be a part of what we're doing. And this is a very interesting subject because so many people see things in us, in a different perspective. And I would be curious about young people, about dating, Mr. E, about how they see, approaching, do they want a young man to approach them? Do they want a person to approach them? Do they want them to bring them flowers or candy? Do they want them to, to make that fuss over them, open car doors? Young people, teenagers, is this something that you see, or is it something that you want? Or are you like, hey, listen, I can do without it. I'm the aggressor. I want to go back to Fonnie Willis.
Yeah,
I've been Fonnie, Mr. E. Let's tell the truth. Fonnie was on that, what you call it? She was like, listen, I don't really need you.
That's
You
right.
know?
That's right.
I don't mind, if we interact and we in a relationship, but I promise you, I'm gonna keep mine and I'm gonna keep my independence. This is what my father taught me. That's what she's saying.
Miss Hinton, and I can understand what she mean by that.
Mhm.
Maybe that there has been a time in life where somebody got hurt because somebody tried to be the dominant factor or tried to be courteous or
Yeah, but her
tried to be
father taught
nice.
her that.
Now, her father said he should have let her know that, you a lady, you're going to get married later on down the road. You're going to meet guys. And so because you meet guys and someone will want to make you their bride, you cannot be too big. Now here's what just hit me just then.
Mhm.
So many independent women got these men in their homes now.
Mhm.
They won't get a job.
Oh,
They won't go to work. Why? Because you said
you
I'll
taking care
take
of it.
care of them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is this the new thing? Is this the new chivalry?
You'll take care of them. And they sit around the house watching the children playing the Nintendo games and playing the games all day long. Don't have no bread coming in. When they go out, they ain't open up the door for you. You open up the door for them. When you got to foot the tab, you got to pay the bill. So when that show and because you independent, you saying to that man, I got mine, I take good care of you. All you got to do is sit back, relax, and I'll keep you around.
Well, Mr. E, do you think that it's an old-fashioned tradition, some of this stuff? I mean, is it now different? Is it a thing of the past? Is it something that has to change because people have changed?
Miss Hinton, yes, it's changed. Because sometimes, folks, when you look at it, a gentleman, a help a lady, walk an old lady across the street. When she cannot cross the street herself, walk them across the street. I remember the time my granddaddy and grandmama was walking down the street. My grandmama got off the city transit, and my granddaddy he was just getting out the barber shop, and he was on his way home. And they would meet at my granddaddy's barber shop, and they would walk home together,
That's sweet.
holding hands and locked in arms.
That's sweet.
And so one day they was walking down the street, and this young guy was getting ready to rob them.
Oh.
They wasn't, they just holding hands and
Yes.
walking down the street, talking. He was whispering words in her ear, telling him how much he appreciated his bride and his wife. And then some cat tried to rob them. It so happened that I was pulling up to my grandparents' house. And when I pulled up to my grandparents' house, I saw the guy in the approach. To say, and I caught him in the action, getting ready to run and try to steal the bags and the stuff that they had to knock him down. I said, you don't want to try that. I said, don't do that. I said, they're my grandparents, and I don't want to get a charge because these old folks are setting the tone for us. So when you see that, gentlemen, be a gentleman. Miss Hinton, noble quality. When we look at the knights that in the days of old, they had noble quality.
Yes.
They was gallant gentlemen. They were gallant quality knights, was supposed to have such courage. That makes you feel brave. A woman wants to feel like, I got a strong man walking beside me, and I'm well protected because of his courage, because of his honor, and because of his readiness to help the weak and protect the woman.
So what would you say to a man that just called up here and says, hey, I hesitate to have chivalry because of the reaction of women? What advice would you give him? That's just one person out of a million and billion people. But, it sounds like it took a little effect on him.
Right.
Saying, kind of questioning, well, hey, baby, So how would you bring a man, you're giving great advice to men. How would you bring them around if they have been a little scorched a little bit by the reaction of a woman that wasn't as positive as it should have been?
I would say one of the greatest things is to be kind. Don't stop it. Keep on doing it. It's her. If that person, it was her lost and your gain. So now you have to Put your little feelers in your pocket and be kind. Continue to be kind to one another. You know, you was brought up that way. You mean to tell me? I would tell them, don't throw what made you. You know, to stop you from doing what made you. If that was in you, if grandma and granddaddy and them put that in you, continue to do it, because it makes you look like you less than whoever you may be. It takes away the character from you. It takes away a part of your makeup. That's your makeup. Being nice to people is a makeup. The scripture is right. The poor you have with you always, and be kind to one another, because you got to show love to everybody. It's not going overboard, not getting out of character, but you showing that I'm here to help you along the way.
Well, what if women are in a relationship with a man and he starts off and they're dating, and he starts off, he's doing all that, but it was just an act to get you. Now he don't do the same thing he used to do to keep you. He stopped opening the door. He stopped, pulling the seat out. He stopped, carrying the books or whatever. He stopped, pouring the wine or whatever. He just don't see the need now. Like, I got you, and that's it. Yeah, that I can stop all that.
I think that that's the same thing it took that you to get her. You got to do the same thing to keep her. I tell a lot of young men, if y'all met at Burger King, every now and then, go back to Burger King, get you a Big Mac, a Whopper, and sit down and rehash and look at what it took to get you there. Go back. When folks stop because I got you, the relationship that they have is the fire done gone out. It's no more life there. It's no more, the kindle, the wood, but it's no more a fire in there, because one, you saying I got you, so I ain't got to go and do. You got to go out and do more and more and more, to show the appreciation, because yes, men and women wants to be appreciated.
Absolutely.
And yes, men, if that woman figure 8 and turn to a figure 0, and she ain't trying to work on it. Keep on. You got to do what you can do to build your relationship until the end.
Well, let's all get back to chivalry, being kind and courteous, and men being noble, and women, giving men a chance to show strength in their chivalry and the way they do things. Some men they welcome being able to do things for a woman. They welcome opening up the car door. They welcome those things. They like, hey, I want to show you that I'm a gentleman. I want to show you that I have something in me that is a good character. And so let us all get back to doing these things.
And then let's get to the point where women can receive what a man is trying to do and not think he's trying to put the make on you.
And sometimes they are trying to put the make on you.
They are. So, but guess what? That's for you to decide and for you to be able to call the shots. That's for you to understand it, for you to see whether or not he real or is this a make-believe. Men need to bring it back. Holding the door need to come back. Sharing your umbrella need to come back. Getting to know her parents need to come back. Giving your coat to a woman when she's cold need to come back. Walking women to the door after the date need to come back. Complimenting her need to come back.
Yes.
Embracing styles and personal fashion sense and immediate dismissing any man who enjoyed those things need to come back. Leaving little notes around for her to find simple message need to come back. When a waiter comes, ask her what she like and let her order first. That need to come back. Sending little messages to make sure we got home all right, calling up. Keeping the text message, pictures, email, and other exchange that happen between you, just that. Bringing her coffee or tea in the morning, bringing over flowers just because you love her. sending something every now and then to get her again to her office, standing up for her, calling her when you say you're going to call her, being kind and respect
Considerate, yes.
to the waiting staff, taking off your hat. You know they don't do that no more. Taking off your hat when you
Yes.
enter the room. Ask a woman to dance, of
Oh,
course,
yeah, that's cool.
and remember special days. Walking on the outside of the sidewalk, telling her you love her with no expectation, just because it's true. Not looking at things in terms of old fashioned or outdated. There are some great tips
Yes.
that need to come back, and that need to for women to accept that this man is not trying to put the make on you. He just being a good old fashioned gentleman. He's loyal. He's
Yes.
a knight. He's showing you his qualifications, and whether or not you receive it or not, he still demonstrated that I'm the man.
Well, that is marvelous. And let's see how people, just look around and see that chivalry is still around. Look around and see that, people are still, honoring one another, loving one another, caring, being kind, and going the extra mile to show people you love and also people you don't know sometimes, that act of kindness. Anyway, we're going to visit this topic again soon. We want you to make sure you tune in on Friday. We're going to have our International Women Month segment and talking about women and their accomplishment. And also, sports talk. Make sure you all get your team. We want y'all to rah, rah, rah like you all did with the NFL. So the NBA, we're going to talking about that. And we're going to also talk about women in sports. But we're going to also highlight as we get closer to the WNBA, highlight the things that women are doing on our show.
And then if you got a foot basketball team, let's do that too. Pick up the tournaments about to start. So, I got two teams that I'm watching. That's the Golden State Warriors and the New Orleans Pelicans.
All right now. So look, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Look, don't forget the newest single, Make It All Right.
Yeah.
Want to thank you all for, supporting the single and buying the single and just, telling people about it. Keep on telling folk about it. Make it all right. We really want you all to, make it go, 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 and go. We're going to be doing some things real cute later on concerning Make It All Right single. And, I'm very excited and happy about that. We'll be featuring this on Friday. So you all tune in. We'll feature a little bit of it. And you'll see little snippets on the Amazon and iTunes and CD Baby. They get a little snippet of it. I have it on my page as well. And you all can definitely visit our pages and see that. Make sure you follow us on our pages. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube at Crystal Records One, and YouTube at FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. Make sure you do that. Instagram, we're on Instagram. We need the numbers. You all help us out. Go up there and subscribe to our channel, to our social media platform.
Yeah.
Also, again, Women's History Month will be highlighted this month and next month. Also, don't forget the Royal Ladies Pie. I was talking to someone the other day about the Royal Ladies Pie. I'm very excited about that. The Royal Lady Pie is mine legally. And if you all are interested in getting pies for your special event, special occasion, and for your Sunday dinners or whenever, they're still available. You can call 757-470-0224. Also visit bulvicacademy.com. BULVIC. We have a lot of great information, anti-bullying information there in our blog. We also have the books. Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose and the Diary of a Former Bully. That's my newest book. We also have the game Bulvic. The link to Google Play and Apple is up there, but you can go directly to your Google Play Store for your Android, and you can go directly to apple.com for your iPads and iPhone for Bulbic, Bulvic. It's a wonderful game, adventurous game, a game you fight monsters, you're fighting the time. It's in a school setting. It has an anti-bullying theme, and it is up there. Those links are up there at bulvicacademy.com, or go out there and get it right there on those Google platforms or Apple platforms. Also, I wanted to mention that the books can be bought anywhere where books are sold. The music, anywhere where music is sold, you can get those things, those items, or you can visit the website and get it. Let's see, what else is going on, Mr. E? You can be a special guest sponsor intern with FYI Radio Show. We would love to have you on our audience, especially our After Dark
That's
show.
right.
Mr.
That's
E,
right.
tell them how they can do that.
Listen, before I do that, Miss Hinton, I want to say, Treasure, congratulations. She played her first tennis game on yesterday. And I want to say congratulations to my grandbaby. She went out there, didn't know it. This is her first year of playing
That is
tennis.
marvelous.
Didn't even know how to hit the ball before she started. Now she's hitting the ball and know it directly or what to do and how to do it. So I want to say congratulations to you, Treasure. You did a wonderful job. Keep on doing what you're doing. The best is yet to come. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. At 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com, or you can inbox us at Edward Everett Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, and let us know you'd like to be a special guest or a sponsor, or if you want to just be a part of our audience, send us your email and your telephone number, and we'll get back with you, and we'll and let us know, and we'll get back with you and let you know the times that you be coming on the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world.
So look, I just put the links up there for the music. You all can go to those links on those platforms, and look, please support. So listen, we want you all, if you have any suggestions for a show, if you would like to have somebody that you know that can contribute to, helping our audience rise above mere survival and find success, let us know. Inbox us. Mr. E gave you the number. He'll give you the number again or the email address so you can give us your suggestions so we can have a wonderful, wonderful show. We're continuously adding to the platform. We'll be adding, I think we can add another one, Mr. E.
Yeah.
And a few more, actually.
That's right.
And
That's right.
we want to make sure we can reach everybody.
That's right.
So look, have a wonderful day. Mr. E, anything, your last?
I just want to say, don't forget to join us. Get all the information, get all the books, get all the music. Guess what? You're going to see more of FYI. And if you'd like to be a special guest, just let us know. If you want to comment and say what we need to do, let us know. We're open for your suggestion because we want to make sure that everything works for FYI. This is 8 years on 9 platforms. Hey, we must be doing something right. What do you think, Ms. Hinton?
I think we're doing a great job. I'm glad that we have this opportunity to spread information, spread our wings, and to be a part of this wonderful audience of people. I think it's absolutely wonderful, wonderful. So look, you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I just put the links to the new single, Make It All Right, and you all can check it out. You all have a great day. You all that are in Hampton Roads, what can we say? It's sunny, it's nice, and it's going to be in the 70s.
That's right.
Enjoy your day.
2 up, 2 down, VA. Bye now.
See you later.